NDC is more corrupt than MPP. Uni Okatakyie eya adriana. Enra numre no Okatakyie call life or din sem bebre etu dwa say emanfo dodo na ewo NDC mu no ene ye jelium ye che omatum. Dino sa penipa dodo omako prison ewo political party mu every NDC NDC is more corrupt. Aha NOKSTV midi indigenous. Wait me follow your social media platform ni nyina YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, baby social media platform no so. Yanto asam na so enra numre na Okatakyie call live na all can ensem bebre the reason why all can say NDC is more corrupt than MPP no obobo emanfo bebre na mpemfo tutu bebre na din every NDC ya jeli omo sa who they compare the party MPP no enru NDC fo na ya jeli omo no yenhwe sa video no emra sese a
medical kasese oforiata wa ama meyi na no it will be perceived as though Oforiata eye kromfo, and to a far extension, NPP so eye a kromfo party. From 1992 besine, there has not been a single MPP appointee aye jailing for the act of causing financial loss to the state or aye corruption. Nana Akufo-Addo, with the greatest of respect, Untimi ma wunuane hide behind the idea of meyare, meyare. Politics perception is equally important as a reality, and the perception being created is that MPP are corrupt. Etikache wunuane se womra, omeyina no. When the NDC is in power, corruption thrives. When they are out of power, accountability catches up with them. If this is the time when MPP is yaba mem yebe wi amanfo a, I am in support. Say any day, any time. Yanchu amungum. Say me baba so manfo no se me wi manfo no a jail me. Untimi nya sa na wo hide na akoye na me kokati deal and a plea bargaining 30%. When you kromfo, you must be jailed. So during President Kufuor time, after Jeje Som ewie no, several top NDC officials who served under the Rawlings administration were prosecuted and jailed for causing financial loss to the state. When you small cases, when you petty infractions, these were massive scandal. It costed Ghana millions of cedis. NDC is corrupt. NCA scandal no. 5 individuals. Eugene Bafu Boni, former board chair of NCA, was jailed. Attorney General should stop this behavior of plea bargaining and makoje 30%. Na makoje na meji 60, na meji 30. We need to walk ourselves through the nation's political history. Medical kasese for Oforiata wa ama meyi na noa. It will be perceived as though Oforiata eye kromfo, and to a far extension, NPP so eye a kromfo party. That is how come said President Nana Akufo-Addo said ya we tinti. Said ya we so mo Oforiata and resign. Not even when 70-something members of your parliament a press conference and you wouldn't resign, you know. At the time wow pe and resign. You need to impress on Oforiata. So ombra no ombra meyina no. Other than that, the notion, the perception which is being created is that MPP are corrupt to the point that omo finance minister ntimi meyina no. Make a sense so from 1992 besine, there has not been a single MPP appointee aye jailing for the act of causing financial loss to the state or aye corruption. So Oforiata amadia ye ni any bargaining chip ya bargaining power biya aye betimi aka say NDC ye corrupt. Nana Akufo-Addo, with the greatest of respect, Untimi ma wunuane hide behind the idea of meyare, meyare. Politics perception is equally important as a reality, and the perception being created is that MPP are corrupt. Etikache wunuane se womra, omeyina no. I know say Attorney General wanya na adwene so person fight corruption, because if indeed Attorney General wants to fight corruption, then he can try Oforiata in absentia. If they said nam tamakulu, try no. Na said nam tamakulu said nam wa no ni ho By a try no, a jelly Abayi ba ye onye interested. Abayi also fighting corruption. Obaye onye interested. Now the trail of prosecutions, the truth, a woman said National Democratic Congress, ye re-emphasize omo ye corrupt party. Because from President Kufuor time, ebesi ne, ye ntimi for one single MPP ni biantu, and ye remember when the NDC is in power, corruption thrives. When they are out of power, accountability catches up with them. If this is the time when MPP should be I am in support. Say any day, any time. Any day, any time. If say MPP for baby we are at the can Oforia tell your friend say Ababa friend say give to your worry. Say give to your worry you. Say why you? So Omaba Ababe we are Mount Fonisika. They should be arrested and be jailed. Any day, any time. Because MPP nye breeding grounds for criminals. Ye kwakwa sere tumi free manfo ne ho. Se ye pe tumi ni aba be so manfo no. Be bia no ye ka kire manfo no se moma ye tumi ni amra mewia mo. Manfo ne ma tumi se bra be so mo a, oma ye wo honor. They've given you the chance to be a minister. They've given you the chance to be a CEO. They've given you the chance to be a deputy CEO, deputy minister. And some portfolio no would need before. It is a nyamia wa domina ba betena sa akonya ni mu a. Emu achade a wunya ye nkyɛw because of wo ofe. Munyina mbedi adanse a mufra ban mu. Christmas hampers ana munya bio. Because those things were not meant for you. It was meant for the office. Bra besom wo mo. Na wunya mu adodo die sei. Na wuye greedy, overly greedy. Now say there be. Still now be use the position the people have given you to siphon money, steal money, to rob the people of the little they can also benefit from. Untimi man be hide behind the party MPP. Now fanko wiadie, and I'll be in support of that any day, any time. If it's a make Afrifa Mensah, se minya kwanya se meso manfo any day, any time one. Be wia ese mitimi there any aban bia wote so. Se me baba so manfo no se me wia manfo no a jail me wontimi nya sa na wo hide na akoye na mekokati deal and a plea bargaining 30% wo ye kromfo you must be jailed. But the records also shows that between NPP and NDC, NDC is more corrupt than NPP. And not there umpeu. The record shows that between NPP and NDC, NDC is more corrupt than NPP. And in America, we will take you down memory lane from President Kufuor era. Edebabesi a year and neya ye kasei. Every time I yedi to me bema NDC say omumra medi to me biano. Omu be free so no omu wia manfo ni say tam. Omu wia manfo to the point that ye jail bi am ya omu presidential amnesty. Etiyentimi enwo hye sa ankrofo we. Now all of a sudden they climb the moral high ground. So during President Kufuor time, after Jeje Som ewie several top NDC officials who served under the Rawlings administration were prosecuted and jailed for causing financial loss to the state. When your small cases, when your petty infractions, these were massive scandal. It costed Ghana millions of cedis. Now the first among them, Owura Kwame Pepra. Eti Owura Kwame Pepra ene de hei. Owura Kwame Pepra former Minister of Finance. In 2003, down memory lane. In 2003, under President Kufuor, time was Uncle Kufuor sum a year or mine year. 20 million Ghana cedi causing financial loss to the state. In 2003, Kwame Pepra was jailed 4 years. So between MPP and NDC, if we are looking at the most corrupt party, it is NDC and not NPP. In 2003, the record is there. quality grain scandal. It was there. We all saw it. Owura Kwampepra, former Minister of Finance, uwie na juma. Yen nyina ye aware. Say oko jail 4 years. Now uyi Owura Kwampepra free wa. To prove that between MPP and the NDC is more corrupt than MPP. Enye Owura Kwampepra nkwa ne ko jail. President Kufuor time, ye friend papa wey eye Victor Solomi. Gen Z for na mabano. You must learn your history. Victor Solomi echo jail. Ewo properly convicted court. Convicted in the same quality grain scandal no, or survey time President Kufuor na emso man no pardon o sede say was wo yare into man pardon. It between MPP and NDC from 1992 ebesi ne. NDC is more corrupt than MPP. NDC yemu makonya bia so momra medi o man so a wombe sore no ma wia o man say tam. Nobody is going to sit down for them to whitewash themselves and climb the moral high ground. Now uyi omu free wa papa we your friend Dan Agbodakwi obaba ye said the national chairman hopeful also menim so nya you minkai the memory former minister of trade. He was sentenced 10 years in jail 2007 for conspiracy, defrauding and causing financial loss to the tune of $400,000 to the state. It yet me trauma NDC way and whitewashing home. Na ochina omo mekase omo na ye party a omo dwene manfo ne ho ene fine oforiata na am yenya ye enye oforiata na am yenya ye dia between MPP and NDC ope party omo ya mambofo omo ya kronfo ewia manfo ne pa anytime ye be mo mutumia from 1992 besi ne ye ntimi mfa MPP ni bia nto jail se wo ye kronfo en maka se Akufo Addo aban ne ye hwehwem na MPP ni bi ye kronfo omu a ya anti MPP ni say ya kronfo party monfa ne nkoto jail ya no bia me hide we criminal don't come and hide behind a NPP ye na nanu ate no manga so mo te emye de akobokro no ye kwosere manfo ni tumi no nemum the record shows that omo ya kronfo pa wo Ghanaian politics mu a omo the record shows that omo wi amanfo no across the financial loss Owura Dan Agbodakwi was convicted by a court of competent court of a jurisdiction. Enya attorney general DAB. Enti Dan Agbodakwi Gen Z for no oko jail yen state on record. Owura Okatakyie Afrifa between MPP and NDC, the most corrupt political party Owura manfo no. In 2008, former GMPC boss Okatakyie Afrifa caused financial loss to the state. Emma ye jaili no. Humanitarian grounds in the pardon no. But Beno Woka say Okatakyie Afrifa was jailed for causing financial loss to the state. So we cannot sit down as a nation and all of a sudden the NDC that we know, very corrupt bunch of people, would whitewash themselves and begin to climb the moral high ground and say, Wamona. MPP is not a corrupt political party. The records are there to show. MPP is not a corrupt political party. They say President Kufuor era yede eye Okatakyie Afrifa etum, yede eye Victor Solomi etum, yede Kwame Pepra etum, yede Dan Agbodakwi etum. These are records. Ubufua, when you can argue with your phone, and then men America. Ubufua. There is no single MPP person you did not add to jail for corruption. Now, Uyi Enufriwa in recent times, under President Akufo Addo, Senokra na Ache, Jomama number 1, Efriso, in recent times, under President Akufo Addo, many of you are aware, say Abu Gapeli was jailed. Chenye, Mahama number 1 appointees, they were prosecuted for 772 million Ghana cedi scandal, the NCA scandal. Abu Gapele ko jail on it. So we say war between MPP and the NDC, the most corrupt political party. The records must show, the records must indicate that it is clearly not a MPP and a corrupt. NDC is the most corrupt political party in Ghanaian history. NDC is corrupt. NCA scandal, no. 5 individuals. Eugene Bafu Boni, former board chair of NCA, was jailed. Where Abu Gapele. One Eugene Bafu Boni mo. They went to jail. William Tete Director General, Emma NCA. Alhaji Salifu Mimina Osman, Deputy National Security Advisor. Nana Owusu Ensao, Board Member. George Derek Opong. They were prosecuted in the roles of Omu player. Obia Oye corrupt between MPP and NDC. The record shows that NDC is more corrupt than NPP. We are no free war. In recent times, Opuni and Collins Dada, Sedu Agongu, they were charged. Prima facie case were found against them. According to prosecutors, over 40 million, 70 million, 98 million plus, and an SC free or more. And then NDC, your prosecutor or more, do some point, you know. NDC now was about war fighting corruption, you know. Or by was one to scandal, a one to a prosecution, so. Now, and a Thompson scandal, there were prima facie case against them, but Attorney General said on to us so. And Thompson snitched, causing financial loss to the state. And no Attorney General said on to us what discontinue case, you know. Ope omo ye corrupter, Sedinam Tamakulu at Yonu, were a member of the NDC, and court at Jailino, still a NDC so monk of Fanema, Ufuriata so ma a topic. But NDC so monk of Fanema, M1 be serving a sentence. So the record shows that between MPP and NDC, Opomo ya kromfo wi amamfo no enye NPP, enye NDC. Let nobody begin to brand the MPP as corrupt. Erikaka, your Okroma say venture capital, Daniel Duku, former CEO, and also your Niko Jina Court, Attorney General Bayeno, or say on to us. And the Ebeko heard the reasoning behind Attorney General say on to us. Total loss of 42.8 million. Attorney General say on to us. So between MPP and NDC, and Mofra, Gen Zs, you pay the most corrupt we are mine power and NPP and NDC. Even in recent times, double salary scandal. President Akufo-Addo period. 30 NDC MPs collected double salary. Tienye, the Akufo-Addo nanka sansu ye blame you. And you might be your friends and family. Ministers of state are no more members of parliament. Under John Dramani Mahama #1 for 4 consecutive terms. The MPP government took the matter, and what happened? Of course, President Akufo-Addo achew. President Akufo-Addo yesrew say no omusu nim so omo ba be wienti no ma nya omo hwi no say de you. Enya sadia. The record shows that double salary scandal no. There were members of parliament who were double salary. For 4 years, and they almost 1 year proponent of a probity, accountability, and social justice. Probity, accountability, and social justice, but they were stealing from the people. They were taking double salary. And today, the same people want to lecture Ghanaians on governance. The same people want to lecture us on who is corrupt. NDC corruption is not mere allegations, and your propaganda, and your documentary. This is pure a yet documented history of our nation. Between MPP and NDC. Ope Omoma cause financial loss. Omoma defrauded the state. Omoma procurement breaches. Diversion of public funds. And repeated prosecutions. There is no one single MPP a year appointee a wako jail since 1992 based there. It will be to me make us MPP a corrupt party. MPP a corrupt party. MPP yenwia will be a medicaka. So being so and the Kufuadu abayi, Owia will be dia. Owia manfonua. Attorney General should stop this behavior of plea bargain and makoje 30%. Na makoje na meji 60, na meji 30. Oya sa wo je 30% ni ade. Anadomic market for man say. Me musa Attorney General say. Sa 30% na aka no one e koche. We are not a bunch of criminals forming a political party. Our political party was not formed to come and steal from anyone. It is a Hasman was a Asamu Buffer Stockman.